guys, it's Armin. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, I hope you stick around. Don't forget to hit subscribe down below, as well as the notification bell so you can be told when I make a new video. Today, I am filming a very big book haul slash birthday haul. If you missed it, last week was my birthday, October 21st. I was supposed to vlog my birthday. If I did, I'll link it up there, but I filmed very sporadic clips, and I literally forgot to film me opening all of my presents just because I'm so impatient when it comes to mail that every time I got something in the mail, I just immediately opened it, and then afterwards I was like, I should have filmed that because it was just a lot of me opening presents, reading reading the little notes and just screaming and then calling people and texting people like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, because to everybody who got me something, thank you so much. I have never gotten this many books for my birthday, and it's just like Christmas every day because every time I would go to the mailbox there would be something new and I had no idea what it was. So thank you guys so much for everyone who got me something. I bought a bunch of books throughout the month, so I'm gonna show all of those off. They're usually secondhand books, and then I'm gonna talk about all of the books that people got me. I will link all of their channels down below as well. And then I'm also going to talk about some stuff that I got that is not books, but I thought I'd just stick it in this vlog for posterity's sake. So without further ado, let's get started. So if you watched my Trick or to Readathon vlogs, then you probably know some of these books already, but I'm just going to put them all in this video anyway. The very first haul that I did was from Second & Charles, which is a secondhand bookstore in my town, and I bought 5 or 6 books. So first I got Insurgent for $2, which is the only book I needed to complete my Divergent series. I got another copy of The Kite Runner because my first copy, which is relegated over there, had some gross things on the pages. I had bought it unseen from thrift books, and it got here and it was just really gross, so I had to get rid of it and get a new copy. So I got this one from Second & Charles as well. I've also already read The Kite Runner, but I just wanted it for my collection because it is a very good book. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend. There's also a movie which I watched before the book, I think, but I was way too young to understand anything, so probably don't do that. Next, I have The Goldfinch, which I don't know anything really about except that it's written by the same woman who wrote The Secret History, which is a dark academia book that I have not read, but it's on my TBR. Also, I heard Sydney, I will link her down below as well, I heard Sydney talk about this in her channel and she said she really loves it, so I figured I would check it out since it was $2 and it looks really nice on my shelf. This is speed round. I'm going so fast right now. If you're watching this on 2 times speed, I'm sorry. Next, I have There by Tommy Orange, which was also $2 in the Books by Color section. This book has been on my TBR for a little while. I think it follows several different stories of Native Americans in, I don't know where they are actually. I'm not gonna say where this book is set because I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's set in the US, but it might be just somewhere in North America. But anyways, it follows a bunch of Native stories and it weaves together, and apparently it's really good. And it's got some awards and stuff, so I'm very excited to read this. Next, if you watched my Trick or to Readathon vlog, then you definitely know what this is. I got The Shadow of the Wind for, I took the tag off. It was $7, I think. Probably the most pricey book I bought during this book haul, but it was on my TBR for this month, and I really wanted to read it because Andrea and everyone had said so many amazing things about it, and oh my gosh, it was not disappointing. This was probably one of the best books I read this month. I've only read 4 books this month, to be honest, so it's probably the best book I read this month. But it was very good. Definitely a spooky, rainy day read, except it would probably take longer than a single day to read. This is not this was such an exhausting book to read in the best way. It's not super long, it was just so exhausting to read, and there's so many tangled storylines, but it all works out in the end. I'm not saying it's a happy ending, I'm just saying all the loose ends are tied up pretty well, so I guess that's satisfying. But highly recommend this book. It was very good. I was very shaken up by the way it ended. The next section of books was from my second book haul. I went to Half Price Books for the first time ever and I bought some books from there. If you watched my second vlog, I think I showed off these books there, but just bear with me. First, I have If They Come For Us, which is a poetry book by Fatima Ashkar, and oh my gosh, I am a little bit less than halfway through with this book. I'm just reading it kind of slowly, and I'm annotating it and everything, and it is so beautifully written. I love this so much, and I'm so glad I picked it up. It was $6, which I don't spend money on poetry books usually, but I'm so glad I bought this one because it is beautiful. I love it so much. I know it's gonna be a 5-star, it's already a 5-star. There's nothing that could happen to lower that, I don't think. So highly recommend. Also, this cover is absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. The next 2 books I will show off together. It is the picture spines of Lord of Shadows and Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. I had the first one, which I bought on an impulse buy from H-E-B whenever quarantine first started, and I was kind of panicking because I was at the grocery store during a pandemic and everybody was kind of buying things and it felt like the apocalypse, and my brain was like, you need to buy a book right now because it's here and you love this book, so just buy it. And I was like, okay. So I did. And then after that, I was able to find the Infernal Devices in Picture Spine, like secondhand on Facebook Marketplace. Then I was like, okay, well I've started this collection, I can't stop now. And I found these secondhand at Half Price Books, so I went ahead and got them. Next, speaking of the Infernal Devices, I got A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. I'm sorry, I don't know these authors. It is the Barnes & Noble Classics edition. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one because I think I prefer the Penguin Classics, and again, it was kind of an impulse buy because I know that the Infernal Devices mentions A Tale of Two Cities a lot, and I really want to read it. It sounds really good, and I know it's really popular, so I went ahead and got it, but I kind of like the Penguin Classics better, so I might end up selling or getting rid of this one somehow and getting the Penguin one, but again, it's not a priority because I haven't read it. I don't plan on reading it anytime soon, so I just have this for now. And finally, in this section of the haul from Half Price Books, I have the box set of The Darkest Minds, which was $20. It was $28 on Amazon, and I was gonna buy it for my birthday anyway, so I was just like there. I walked into Half Price Books, and the first thing I saw in the YA section was this, and I was like, it's a sign, so I got it. And if you haven't watched my vlog, I actually read the first book this month, which wasn't on my TBR. But again, I am the biggest mood reader, so like, it was bound to happen. It was a dystopian. It was, I gave it 4 stars, but I don't want you guys to think that I think it's a literary masterpiece. It's not exactly like a well-written book. I've read much better books, but I enjoyed it. It entertained me, and so I gave it 4 stars. It's not like comparable to any good dystopians. It's just, it was what I wanted to read at that point in time, so I gave it a higher rating. Anyways, I got this. Okay, now it is time for the books that I received specifically for my birthday from other people and from like family and from myself. There's one book in here that I got for myself, so I will explain this, and there's also some other stuff, but that's at the end. First, I have the Puffin and Bloom version of Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I've watched the movie and I absolutely loved it. I'm probably the one person who hasn't read this book before watching the movie. I'm sorry, I'm uncultured, but I absolutely loved the movie, and I know that Andrew specifically really loves this book, and also just like a lot of people absolutely love this book, and I know that this is like definitely the kind of book I would love just because of the characters, and I just love the storyline and just everything. It's wonderful, and I've had my eye on this specific edition for a little while because it is so cute. Like, I didn't realize how small it was until I saw it in the store. I thought it was like a normal sized book because up until that point I'd only ever seen pictures of it like on my Amazon wish list, and I saw it in the store like a week before and it was so small, and I pointed it out to my mom. I was like, look how small this book is. Like, I love it. It's so small and so cute, and it has little like, it has a little quote on the back. It says, "Life and love are very precious when both are in full bloom." It is so cute. I love this and I cannot wait to read it. Like, this is probably the single book I wanted the most on my wish list. Next, my best friend Christine got me 100 Years of Solitude, which is a Latin American classic. I'm sorry, I know literally nothing about this. I've heard the name of it, and I know it's very good and well-renowned, and she gave it to me because she said specifically that she wants me to read something other than YA fantasy fiction. I guess so, Christine, I guess so. I'll read it for you. But no, I am trying to get more into classics, so I was really excited when I got this because it wasn't on my wish list, so I didn't know like what I was getting, and so when I opened it, I was like, wow, a book that I didn't know about. So, also this cover is so pretty, like, it's so cool. I love it, and it's all like colorful and I can't wait to read this. Next, my friend Connor from Connor Stampanato, I will link him down below, got me The Vanishing Stair, which is the second book in the Truly Devious series, which I have not yet read. It was supposed to be read this month. Maybe I'll get through it this weekend. Who knows? It's Halloween weekend. Maybe I can squeeze in one more book. But anyways, it was on my TBR. I didn't read it, but he got me the second book it was on my wish list, and I am so excited because now I have 2 of the series, so now like I have to like this series because I'm already like 2 books in, and if I don't like it, I'll be upset. But it's like a dark academia, like mystery, so I think it's gonna be pretty fast-paced. It's not too long, and I'm excited. I love these covers. They're so fun, and it has like matching little motifs on like the chapters, which is cool, and it's a floppy paperback. So thank you so much, Connor. I was not expecting this. I think this is like one of the first books I got in the mail, and I was like, wow, nobody had to get me anything. Like, thank you so much. And I'll read the little note. It says, "Happy birthday, Armin. Hope you have a great day." From Connor. Next, Andrew from Andrew Reads. I will link her down below. Got me, oh my gosh, I can't even pick it up. Got me the Broken Earth trilogy, which everybody has been raving about, and I just haven't gotten around reading it. It is the 5th season, which is the first book, if that sounds more familiar. And Oh my gosh, she hasn't read it as well, and I think she now also has the trilogy, so hopefully we can buddy read it at some time. Andrea, if you're watching this, we need to buddy read this along with like the 10 other books that I keep commenting that we need to buddy read. Anyways, I'm very excited because I've heard very good things about this, and I'm so excited to like have the whole series now. I love box sets. Like, it's like you get so much book for your money. You just get like a box set and then you have the whole series, and it's so exciting because I opened it expecting one book and I got 3 and I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, I read the note. She said, happy birthday, Armin. I've been wanting to read the series, so now we can buddy read it. Haha, I hope you enjoy these. I'm so glad we met. I love you, and I hope you have the best birthday from Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Next, I have An Ember in the Ashes, which I was so excited about because if you have seen one of my previous book hauls, I got A Torch Against the Night and A Reaper at the Gates, both in the white cover. I had the paperback of The Torch Against the Night, and then I have like a hardcover of A Reaper at the Gates, but they're both like this white cover, and this one is a floppy paperback, and I was waiting on the first book so that I could start reading the series because somehow in my adolescent years, I know this book like was released when I was growing up, but somehow I just like didn't read it. It wasn't in my library, and that's where I was getting most of my books growing up, and I feel so like cheated because this is like what I would have needed as a child, like a brown, you know, Muslim author writing a fantasy series about a brown girl like as a lead character, like on the cover. Oh my gosh, like the representation. And apparently it's not even like bad, it's apparently very good and everybody is raving about it and loves it, so I am very excited to read this series now. Thank you, Lisa, I very much appreciate this. I cannot wait to read this. I will be live messaging you while I read this book because apparently there's a lot of things that happen, so watch out, it's coming. She said, happy birthday, you said you really wanted to read this and I love this book so much, so I had to send it to you. I hope you love it. Happy birthday, Angel, from Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Oh my gosh. She got Andrew the same books, you know? We can buddy read this too. Oh my gosh. Next, I have 2 more books that my dad got me from my wish list, and that is The Rise of Kyoshi and The Shadow of Kyoshi. I absolutely love Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is like my favorite show ever. I rewatched it during quarantine. It's like my comfort show and my angry show all at the same time. Like, I don't know, I just have a lot of feelings about Avatar, and I absolutely love Avatar Kyoshi, so when I found out that there were books about her and that they were good books, I was like, I need them. Also, look at these gorgeous covers. Like, can you even if I wasn't gonna read these, I would just want them for the covers. These are absolutely gorgeous. And like, my dad pulled out, he gave me like the Puffin and Bloom version of Little Women, and I opened it because it was all like gift wrapped and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then he was like, okay, now one more, and he pulls this out of the box, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, wait, Dad, this is the second book. And then he was like, wait, is this the first book? And so he pulls this one out, and he was like, I don't even know what I ordered. I just picked 3 books from your wish list, and they happened to be like both of the Kyoshi books and the Little Women books. I was very happy because my dad knows literally nothing about the books I read, but he made an effort and it was a good effort, so I was very happy with the result. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to read these. Next, from Elise, I have the last book in the Trials of Apollo series, The Tower of Nero. Funny story, Elise's birthday was one day before mine on the 20th, and mine was on the 21st, and we sent each other the exact same book off our wish lists. We are sharing a brain cell. Again, this is like the 5th time that we've shared a brain cell. But anyways, I got this book, and I'm very excited because I just finished my reread of The Heroes of Olympus and Percy Jackson. I absolutely love both of those series, and I just have not read The Trials of Apollo because they were being released at the same time as Magnus Chase, so I just read that instead. But it's gonna be bittersweet because this is like the last kind of addition to the Percy Jackson universe. As for right now, that's what the author has said, so it's gonna be a little bittersweet. Also, I've heard a certain spoiler about this book that I'm not going to speak into existence because I hope it's a lie. Anyways, I'm still very excited to read this book. Where did I put the note? Okay, I've been keeping the notes in the books. I'm gonna like tape them in or something later because I don't want to lose any of them. But she said, hope you have a great birthday. Please remind me to read this book at some point, even though I've only read the first one when it came out. You are wonderful, from Elise, who is at the Petite Punk. I will link her channel down below as well. But I reminded her to read this book by getting it for her. So you better read this. Maybe we should buddy read these series, as if I have time to actually read books instead of just buying them. And next I have Legendborn from my roommate, Kaylin. Oh my gosh, Kaylin, I love you so much. I don't know if you're watching this video, but my roommate is literally the best. Both of my roommates are literally the best. I will tell you why in just a second. But anyways, one of my roommates, Caitlin, got me Legendborn, which I've heard so many good things about, so I had to put on my wish list because so many people were saying that this is like their favorite book of 2020, and I was like, okay, I need a good book in this year, you know? I don't know if I'm gonna read it this year, to be honest. I just have so many books to read this year, and it's almost the end of the year, so maybe I'll start off 2021 with a wonderful book. But I'm very excited. I put a video in my vlog, which may or may not have been posted yet, but there's a video of me opening this, so I have at least one video of me opening a present. So thank you so much, Kaylin. I very much appreciate my roommate. While I am talking about what Kaylin got me, I will just show you guys what else she got me at the same time. She got me this mug, and it is a Cheshire Cat mug, and whenever you put hot stuff in it, let me open it. I'm like incompetent, I can't open a box. There are some mugs where like things appear when you put hot stuff in them, but this one like already has a design on it and like a quote and everything, but when you put stuff in it, the cat disappears, and I am so excited to try it out. I love mugs. I have so many mugs, and at one point I even told people not to get me mugs last year because I had so many that I just wasn't using, but now I've realized that I actually use my mugs, so I was like, get me cute mugs, like please. And it says, well, I've often seen a cat without a grin, but a grin without a cat is the most curious thing. I love it. It's so cute. I'm gonna put it on my bookshelf somewhere, but I'm gonna leave it in the box for now because knowing me, I will break it. And next from Therese, I got House of Salt and Sorrows, which I've already read and I loved it up until the very end, which this isn't a review. Anyways, I give this book 4 out of 5 stars. It was a very good book, very spooky. I picked it up not expecting a spooky book. I thought it was one of those like typical fantasies, you know, where it's like blank of blank and blank and it's just like some kingdom and something's going on. But oh my gosh, it was so cool and it was so unexpected and like not at all what I was thinking I was going to be reading, so I was very pleasantly surprised. It is a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses, but like all spooky and atmospheric, definitely a rainy day read, and the cover is freaking gorgeous. Oh my gosh, like it is so pretty. And I read this in the library and I was like, I should have bought this book. Like I need this book. So I put it on my list. And Therese said, I've always liked the aesthetic of this cover, which is really the only reason I chose this book. So hopefully you enjoy it. If not, awkward. I hope your birthday was one for the books. Love you so much, from Therese. Thank you so much, Therese. I also got a video of me opening this because I just opened it yesterday because I just didn't check the mail all week. So I have a video of me opening this one book and my roommate's books, which may or may not be in this vlog. So thank you so much, Therese. I love you. I will link her channel down below as well. I almost knocked this entire pile over. And before I get to the last books that I got as a gift, I will show you guys this one that I got for myself. It is The Devil in the White City by Erik Larson, which I read for school in high school. My senior year of high school, I was supposed to read it to do an assignment, and I think senior year I just had no time, and it was like a group project, so I think all of us collectively just like didn't read this book. I think we like SparkNoted it or something. This is the only time I've done that, but it was just so long and I like had no time. It's not even that long. Oh my gosh. This tells you how out of practice I was with reading in high school. I like couldn't even read a 300-page book over like a month. So that's a problem. But I did not buy this book. There is a coffee shop in Austin that I used to go to all the time when I lived in Austin for school. It was like kind of close to my apartment, and they have the little like bookshelf there where it's like a little give and take book exchange, and you can like go and leave books there, and then if you see one you like, you can take one. And I saw this one when I went for my birthday. I went to Austin and I saw this on the shelf and I was like, this is the only book on the shelf I recognize, and it's like very aesthetically pleasing. And I know this is like kind of like a dark little mystery thing that's based on a true story. And I remember like really wanting to read it in high school. I just like did not have the time to commit to it, so I just couldn't. So maybe I'll give it a try at some point, but for now it's just like very much my aesthetic, so I got it. And finally, from my other roommate, Elise. Oh my gosh, Elise, I love you so much. You did not have to do this much. So first I opened, last week I got Silvered Serpents, which is the second book in The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi, and I loved The Gilded Wolves. It's very much a book that I wish I could reread again. I'm going to reread it again before this one, because just like Six of Crows, like I read it and didn't really connect to anything because I guess I was just not in the mindset to read it, so I want to reread it because it has the makings of a favorite book. And the covers are beautiful. I don't have The Gilded Wolves yet, but I literally love this cover. It just came out too, so like it is like an anticipated book that I got, and I was so excited when I opened this and got it out of the box. It's freaking beautiful. The cover is gorgeous. There's like a serpent on the actual book, and in terms of gift notes, Elise sent me 3 things, and she sent me 3 gift notes, and she said, happy on the first one, 21st, Elise! It's my 20th birthday! Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. 21st birthday. Okay. Anyways, and then on the last one, it is somewhere. I will show you when I find it. She wrote birthday. No, happy 21st birthday. And then on the last one, she wrote my name from Elise. So, okay. I'm like so flustered. Wow. People are so nice. What the heck? Anyway, she got me this book. This book like tower is getting taller and it's getting more shaky. Okay, I can't I can't put it on that pile. And then she got me freaking Ninth House. Elise, what the heck? I have no words. Like, I just opened this yesterday and I just stared at it for a solid minute, just like gawking, because what? Like, I was supposed to read this month and then I just didn't get around to getting it from the library, and also it was very intimidating, and I chose it as the book that was very intimidating and I just never got around to reading it, probably for that reason. So I'm very excited. It's dark academia, and I think the fall season is when I need to read it. So it's not over yet. October may be almost over, but November's still here. December's still here. I'm gonna find a rainy day and I'm gonna read this freaking book and I'm gonna love it because it's so pretty. It's too pretty not to love, because look at that. And there's a map in here. I'm not about to like sit here and find it because it took me so long the first time to find it. We're gonna be here all day. But I can't wait to put this on my shelf. Like, I always see this book on people's shelves and I'm really not the person to just buy a book because it looks good on the shelf. Like, I have to want to read the book too, and this was just one that I was like, even before I read it, I was like, I want this book on my shelf. Like, I need this book on my shelf. So thank you so much, Elise. And as I said, she got me 3 things, and the final thing is this amazing bookmark. It says, "We are stardust meant to shine," and it will remind me of Elise forever because she's an astronomy major and it has like little stars on it and everything, and then along with the book that my best friend Christine got me, she also got me these huge cookies from this bakery in Waco. Oh my gosh, they're like leaking everywhere. There's like this huge chocolate caramel one and then this cupcake cookie one. They're trying to give me diabetes out here. Like, I've been eating cake all month because first it was my dad's birthday, and then it was my birthday, and then it was my grandma's birthday, and now it's Halloween, so like October is just like too much sugar. But I mean, I'm not saying no to more sugar, you know? Anyways, when I went to go get presents for people, I ended up buying some stuff for myself. So this is like not book stuff, but it is still cute stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys anyway. I got this candle. It's honey lavender, and it's so cute and it just smells so good. I would let you smell it if I could, but trust me, it smells so good, and it's like surprisingly sort of a winter scent. I don't know if I just associate candles with winter altogether, but it smells like winter some odd way. But it's like honey lavender, and it's like it's like a fruity container. It smells like winter. I don't know. And I got this eyeshadow palette. It's like the Urban Decay On the Run, and it was like half off. And I am a sucker for a good sale. Like, this is like kind of the color scheme that I usually wear. I'm wearing it right now. I don't know if you can see it. I'm not great at eyeshadow. Like, I'm not like a master makeup artist or anything. Like, I wear it like once a month. But I needed some pigmented eyeshadow because I use like this one that I got from Hot Topic like years ago, and it's probably not good for my eyes, so I ended up getting a new one. And then also, while I was in Austin, I took a little solo trip to the art museum that is in on campus, like at my university, because it's free for students, and for some reason I just had the uncontrollable urge to visit an art museum and just be like an art hoe for like a day. So I went. I got my flu shot, I voted, and then I went to an art museum because things you miss in a pandemic, I suppose. Anyways, I managed to justify buying these. I don't know if you can see them. I will show you a close-up in just a second, but they are like little book tags to put like page flags for your books for like annotation and stuff, and they have Da Vinci, Vermeer, Van Gogh, and I'm sorry, I don't know how to say this guy's name. Munch? I'm gonna look it up. I feel so uncultured. The guy who painted Scream. Anyways, it has little like caricatures of them, like little chibi things, and then it has their paintings, and I love it so much. Like, I've seen the Mona Lisa and I've seen Sunflowers. I don't think I've seen Scream or The Girl with the Pearl Earring, but I've like seen them, obviously. Like, I've seen pictures of them, but the other two I've like seen in person, and I love art museums, so they were so cute. I was talking to the lady at the counter and I was like, I don't need these, but I want them. And she was like, you know, you should get them. And I was like, so I got them. The things I buy when I'm left alone, literally, like, do I need these? No, but I justified it because I got in for free, and so I was like, well, I would have paid 10 bucks for the ticket, so I can spend like less than 10 bucks at the gift shop, you know? Like, I can buy these. And then also I got this, I have no qualms about this. I got this little postcard of this painting, and I actually saw this, like, I came to the art museum. Like I went to the art museum, I went upstairs, I looked at all the art I wanted to see. I didn't have too much time, so I just kind of did like a quick run through like the older art, and then I came back downstairs, I went to the gift shop, and I saw this, and I was like, this painting is making me feel things. So I went up and I asked the lady, I was like, I felt so cultured when I did this. I've never done this at an art museum before, but I went up to her and I was like, do you guys have this painting in the museum? She was like, yeah, it's in like the American art section up there. And so I was like, okay, let me go. And I bought this, and then I ran up there and I saw the actual painting, and I was like, wow, I'm appreciating art. Wow, in all my years going to art museums, I've never. So I got this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's probably gonna sit on my bookshelves, but it's a very beautiful painting, and it has like a little Native American here, and it was painted by this European artist who like came on a kind of a field, not a field trip, but like an extended trip to the United States, like when it was first being discovered, and he did like a bunch of paintings of native life and like landscapes and all of that, and this was one of the ones they had, and I just found it really, really cool and kind of awe-inspiring. I don't know, I like it. Also, I got a couple of gift cards from my roommate Kaylin and my cousin, and I also got like 3 bundt cakes from my cousin, which I already ate, so I don't have pictures of it, but I appreciate everybody so much. I'm so grateful. I have such amazing friends and family. Like, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just like very grateful, and I've never gotten this many gifts for my birthday. Like I always have very tiny birthday parties because I'm just not like a people person, so I always have like 2 or 3 friends over, and like I'm not one for like asking for gifts or anything. So like even if my parents are like, let me get you something, I'm like, no, I already bought so much, and like I'll maybe buy like 2 or 3 books or something like that. So this is like very overwhelming, and I'm very happy and grateful. So just like thank you to everyone who got me anything or like thought about me or wished me happy birthday. And I got cards, and I love cards. I always keep my cards. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below what you thought. If you've read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them. If you enjoyed them, if you think I'm gonna enjoy them, just tell me all the stuff down below. And if you don't want to say anything, just comment a sunflower emoji if there is one of those, because sunflowers. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you can be told when I make a new video, because I will be posting new content very soon. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.